Check. 1, 2.
Where we are with director Darla Ray and Mike Glenn of the film Spirit of Love.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
So I would like to say that you guys have done a very autobiographical and inspirational film. Can you tell me why exactly you chose that as the film that you wanted to do?
Well, a couple of Mike's coaches brought the story to me and told me a little bit about it. I came down to Georgia, saw the kids with Mike in the camp, and I said, that's it. It was very inspiring. And so I went back and I wrote the screenplay. And it gives an opportunity for deaf and hard of hearing people to see a film that is captioned and can inspire them to know that they can do things, maybe raise the bar a little bit for their own self-esteem.
Okay.
And Mike, obviously, is the great catalyst for the story, so Mike plays himself in the film.
Now, Mike, is this your first time acting, or did you just automatically wanted to do this role?
Well, sometimes they say I'm acting when I'm doing sports, so it's it's very similar to it. But it's actually my first time actually acting, and certainly in a movie. But it was so natural for me to play myself, and Darla did such a good job of writing so that everything is so much like the camp itself. So it was just a pleasure and a lot of fun seeing what goes on kind of behind the scenes, Kevin.
Now, I know that this movie really is for the hearing and hearing impaired and deaf community, and you want to have a film for them because there's not a lot of films out there for that community. So, how much or how well has this been received by that community?
Well, they're loving the film, and what they're loving about it the most is that they can sit side by side with their hearing family and hearing friends and see it, and everybody gets the same message together. And so they've just really received it well.
Absolutely, because I heard a lot of them say even before they had a chance to see the movie, they never get a chance to go to a movie, enjoy it with family and friends. So this gives them that opportunity, as well as being centered around deaf culture. But the movie clearly, Kevin, is for everyone. Right. Everyone should get so much good inspiration and just enjoyment out of the movie.
Yeah, that's one of the best things about the film is that it is for everyone, and it's not just for a specific group or anything like that. So I have to commend you on that because I've seen the movie the last time and I really enjoyed it because of that aspect.
Thank you.
And and there was nothing in it that took away from it. So the what do you call it? The closed captions did not take away from the story at all. It really enhances the story, and it actually brings out your characters in there as well. Mm-hmm. Now that brings up another question I have for you. Mm-hmm. How many of those kids were actors, and how many of them were all just students from your camp?
Yes, well, all of them were actors, you know. Darla had taken them back to where she was living, and she got a lot of the kids. They came in and auditioned, and she had to rewrite it a little bit.
Well, really, to be honest, only 3 of the kids out of all of them have ever acted before.
Oh,
wow.
So all the kids except for 3 are deaf and hard of hearing. All of them except for 3 have never acted or played basketball before. So we had to teach them everything.
Mm-hmm. A lot of takes.
It must have been really fun getting them to.
They did a phenomenal job.
They did really
a good job.
wonderful. They hung in there. They had patience. They learned, and they got better. By the end of the filming, they were pretty good players.
Yes, this is true.
I'll say they're probably better than me because I'm a little rusty. Haven't been playing since I was in high school.
It was a little bad news bears at first, but we overcome.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
So that being said, how long did it take you to make this film?
We shot the film in 14 days.
14 days.
And it took us about 2 months to edit it. And then it took a little bit while, maybe 2 months for the captions to get done. So not a long time.
No. And Darla was really a taskmaster because we stayed on target. There were 12-hour days, but we kept it moving. Let's go, guys, let's go. And the young actors did such a phenomenal job that it was all fun. It didn't seem like the days were as long as they actually were. So that night you were tired.
Well, it was pretty hot, too. It was 104 outside and 124 inside with the lights in old gymnasiums with no air. Mm-hmm. But they were troopers, everybody.
Wow. Now that the film is out and it's traveling everywhere, I just heard that you just finished up your camp for this year.
Yes.
How did that go?
Oh, it went extremely well. This was the 34th year of my camp, and we showed the movie to all the kids in the camp. So they liked it and they recognized that people were really acting like they were the deaf kids in the camp. So they were honored, they enjoyed it, and it really was a big hit at the camp.
Good. That's great to hear. That's what I was hoping, because I saw it with your last group of people, and they all seem to love the film. It's good. There's going to be a greater appreciation for what you guys have accomplished.
Thank you.
And hopefully, the wider audiences will be able to see that as well.
Yes. Well, we're happy and fortunate to be a part of this festival. It's just exposing it to so many people. A lot of friends and supporters are here, as well as people that didn't know anything about it. Excited, and we're ready to rock and roll.
Well, that's great to hear. Is there anything else you'd like to tell our audiences?
Well, I think that the biggest message about the film is that it's about acceptance. It's bridging the gap between black and white, deaf and hearing, people that are different from ourselves. It's really about acceptance, and the more that people think that you're different, you really find out the more you're like somebody, and that's really what the film is about.
Well, the camp is that way. You know, we have deaf and hearing, male and female, all races, all religions, all cultures, and even with this movie, we got a female producer and director and actor, because daughters, all of that, but also we got a lot of diversity throughout. So overcoming, being not only tolerant but appreciative of differences and diversity is all messages in the film.
And I believe that that's what will draw families in and other audience members to really, really appreciate your film and what you guys have accomplished. My name is Kevin Powers. I'm here with Darla Ray, director of Spirit of Love, and star Mike Glenn. And hopefully they'll have a great evening and great weekend.
Absolutely.
Yes, we're excited. Remember this.
That's right. I love you.
We're here tonight for the Gwinnett Center International Film Festival with the filmmakers of Technically Crazy. Tell us a little bit about yourselves and what you are, what your role in the film is.
My name's Dan Riddle, and I was a director, and this is Tim Brennan.
And editor.
My
name is Timothy Brennan. I play the lead role of Bill, the suicidal cop. I'm not actually suicidal in real life. I have been, but let's not get into that.
Let's not go there.
No, let's not go there.
Okay.
Now, I have hopefully a good question for you. Now, this is a really good male bonding film. And your co-star is a very much younger guy. How was it working with him on set?
It was really good. I feel like we had really good chemistry right away because he's like kind of a smart aleck, and so am I. So I kind of like was looking at someone that was just a younger portion of myself. Not portion. What's the word I'm looking for? Version of myself. Not virgin, but version of myself.
Maybe he was a virgin.
He might have been a virgin, but he's no longer after this movie. But yeah, basically, I don't know. He's just like smart athlete kid, and he has just like a lot of natural talent, and he just kind of bubbled to the top and kind of hit it off. So a lot of improvising and stuff too.
Connor was great. Connor was a little bit of a spaz. He's very spaz. Yeah.
I meant to say spaz.
Yeah.
I said virgin and virgin.
But no, he's very method actor. He totally got into it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So.
We had like a real heavy scene at the end, and he was like, don't talk to me. And he had 2 takes in him, and then but he nailed it.
Okay. Yeah, it was good stuff.
What was the most difficult thing about filming the film?
Not having any money.
I wouldn't know about that.
Yeah.
I was paid very well.
Yeah.
I lived very high. Shot in Greenville, Texas, or they sometimes call it Granville. But beautiful town, and it was basically in our old ranch house, in this kind of rundown ranch house, which they made me live in for the entire week. So I was.
Yeah, Tim. The set was also Tim's actual.
It was my actual quarters for staying there.
He got to live there.
That was
while
the
we shot the film.
That was my preparation.
Yeah.
It had running water and stuff.
Barely.
I don't mean,
Yeah.
There was a toilet. I mean, there was. It wasn't like, there wasn't an outhouse. It was just like a hole in the ground.
Stories you could tell me about the filming in the movie, but you've told me a lot so much already. Gee. Just tell me one thing that you want people to get from your film after watching it. Now, hopefully a lot of them will watch it today or this weekend.
I think most people responded to the accuracy of bipolar syndrome, I guess. I don't know what you call it, bipolar.
Yeah.
Just as a... but I think, I don't know, we've gotten a lot of everybody that's seen it, that's had a family member or somebody they know that has that issue. They're like, wow, you guys nailed it. So And I think that has a lot to do with Greg Souse, our writer. He
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, I think the script was very well written. When I first read it, I was going, "This is well written. I want to do it." And I think Connor did bring. He called him a spaz, but he brought a certain kind of. I think he's a very intuitive young actor, and he brought a lot of that just rawness to it, and he understood that kind of bipolarism, and just kind of brought that to the character, so it's easy to play off. I played a kind of a tragic character as well, so I think we played well together.
Excellent.
And we had a lot of fun doing it. So
It was a lot of fun.
Great. Well, I hope all of our audiences here this weekend enjoy your film, and that you two enjoy your weekend here. Thank you for having us. You're welcome. And my name is Kevin Powers, here with the cast and crew of Technically Crazy.
This is Emily Peters, and we're here at the first annual Gwinnett Center International Film Festival. And I'm here with Andy Daniel, who is a special effects makeup artist. Tell me about that.
I've been doing special effects for way too long. No, I love it. I'm actually doing 2 workshops here at the film festival at noon, in case you can make it. One will be on special effects makeup with my special effects team, and it's 9 cop effects and promotions. And then we're also doing another workshop at noon on Sunday, and that I think is on costuming and props, distressing clothes, like that type of thing.
So that's great, because Georgia is such a place, such a hot spot now for the zombie films and
Yeah, we do lots of zombies.
Right.
Lots.
And I also understand that you have a film in the festival as well. Tell me about that.
Yes, speaking of zombies, we actually have Ace the Zombie. That will be tomorrow. I'm not sure of the time, sometime in the afternoon. And then we also, I'm one of the producers for House of Secrets, which is in the festival as well. So we're excited. It was really fun, but we had at one scene, we had our 9 cop FX team was doing the FX, and we had 100 zombies.
Oh, my.
Yeah, and it was about 100 degrees outside in the afternoon. So
They were in their heavy makeup and everything.
melting. Melting zombies.
Great. So glad to have you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good evening, and welcome to the Gwinnett Center International Film Festival, where tonight we are with Mike Plumides with Ghost Trek.
Woo! How you doing, baby? It's Ghost Trek, paranormal research with an emphasis on bad taste. Here with my friend Kevin Powers, putting together a great event here for you in Gwinnett. Yes, hello. Yes, my name is Michael Plumides. I'm here to represent my film, Ghost Trek, Goomba Body Snatchers Mortuary Lockdown. It is the second installment. The first installment was Best Comedy at Fright Night Film Fest in 2011, entitled The Kinsey Report. And the new episode is really, really crazy. It's a lot of fun. We made it. We started shooting it last December and finished editing it about 2 months ago. But it's just a blast. We're actually on Amazon Studios in competition for our feature. We are number 2 behind the Clive Barker penned Zombies vs. Gladiators. So go and check that out on Amazon Studios, Ghost Trek. We're number 2, and we're number 4 in comedy behind Lou Diamond Phillips' project, Lucy in the Sky with Diamond. Disco Inferno. Okay, here we go. My actors. I've got the greatest taste in actors. Okay, Disco Inferno, Glenn Gilberti is from Atlanta, and he's a friend of mine for many, many years. And Glenn signed on along with Johnny Fairplay from Survivor, who hit me up on Facebook 3 years ago and said, "What is Ghost Trek and can I be in it?" And so that's what happened. Gia Alaman, Johnny Fairplay called Gia Alaman. We got her from The Bachelor and Bachelor Pad. Little Addie Miller, in the first episode, little Addie Miller from The Walking Dead. She's the little zombie girl from The Walking Dead, the first zombie kill. She is my ghostly pageant princess in the first episode. Now, in this episode, I don't have any, just basically everybody came back for this one. It's a lot of fun. And it'll be premiering here in Georgia, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. tomorrow night at screening room 2. Is that correct? What's my flyer say? Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Wait. I'm off camera here. Where's my back onto my mark here? Yeah, here it is. Screening room 2, Saturday, July 27th, 7 p.m. Also, tomorrow night at 11:30. Do not miss, under any circumstances, do not miss the Cabal Cut, Nightbreed, the Cabal Cut. I was fortunate enough to contract with Morgan Creek on the television show as a creative consultant and producer, and I took it upon myself to go and find a distribution deal for the film, for the Nightbreed Cabal Cut, working closely with Clive Barker, Mark Miller, also Russell Charrington. Craig Sheffer will be here tomorrow night to host the film, so don't miss that. That's it. Thanks, guys.